What's cracking, you guys? Welcome back to another video. My name is, of course, Kraken. We are back with another airsoft video. If you want to stay up to date on the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and also you can find me on the gram at Kraken Airsofter. Without further ado, let's get into the video. So today we're going to be talking about a topic that I have recently discovered is super important for airsoft, and you've probably seen the title by now, and that is, of course, we are talking about the importance of owning a backup gun. Now, nothing's worse than getting out on the field, you know, you're shooting, you're having a great day, and the next thing you know, your gun breaks. You've already paid for admission, you got your BBs, you got your batteries charged, you got everything going well for you, but your gun just, I don't know, it just explodes and it has an issue. And I know it sounds like that, oh, it'll never happen, I have a good gun. Believe me, it will. Especially if you have an upgraded gun. All the little magic fairies have left your gun, and it's doomed to break at some time. So a real quick kind of background, the reason why I started talking about this topic was just because my brother and I, we have pretty upgraded guns. We both have gate titans in our guns, you know, a whole bunch of other stuff done to them. And definitely once you take apart your gun, the saying is true that the magic fairies leave your gun. As much as the gun gets better, yes, in theory, there definitely are some new issues that arise. For starters, for me, I took apart my gun, put the gate titan in, everything's working fine. I got a new trigger for my gun, the max model trigger. I put that in, and when I put all my gun back together, I was having this like weird issue where you'd pull the trigger and it would shoot just fine, and then you'd hear like a whirr after it was shot, and obviously that's not normal. And we came to the conclusion that that was my anti-reversal latch. It just wasn't installed properly. We actually opened up the gearbox again, and the spring was completely missing for the anti-reversal latch. I have no clue how that happened, but there's just kind of weird quirks and things that happen that we could have simply not realized there was an issue until we got out to the field. And similar thing happened with my brother. We went to the field, everything was working fine before. He had tested out the gun multiple times, and when we got out there, he flipped his gun to full auto and shot a couple shots, 3 or 4 shots, and he actually ripped 2 teeth off of his piston. I don't know how that happened. Maybe it just misaligned. We always do like a full cycle check when we're putting our guns back together with all the gears and make sure the pistons align properly, but somehow it must have just been slightly off. Ripped 2 teeth off his piston completely, and yeah, that was it for the day because we didn't have another gun with us at the time. Now, most fields, you're able to kind of diagnose some issues, you know, open up your gearbox. There's usually a tool table and stuff. You can crack it open, but sometimes you just simply can't fix your gun at the field. So it's really nice to own a backup gun. And yes, I know it's not friendly on the piggy bank. You spend all your money on your crazy custom M4 or whatever, but believe me, it's worth it. Now, a backup gun can really be anything. I would say have fun with it. Make it something different than your main gun. I wouldn't suggest going and buying 2 of the same guns just to have one as a backup in case one breaks or whatever. I don't know, there's just something fun about having either like a secondary, but also having it as a backup gun. A lot of people, especially if you're just playing indoor, a pistol is a great backup to have. You just have another option. And it's a completely different play style than what you would be doing probably with your M4. Well, maybe not too different, but you know what I mean. A shotgun is also another really cool secondary or replacement gun that I would like to get my hands on. I'm looking into the Jag Arms Scatter Gun Super CQB. I think that thing would be a super cool secondary, or just to have as a backup gun if my AEG goes down for the day. I can just switch over to that and just have a completely different gameplay experience, and I think it would just be really cool. For me personally, my backup gun that I own right now is the Cyma M14. You guys have seen a little bit of that here on the channel, and it's just something that's a little bit different from my M4. My M4 is a very high-speed build, very quick, very small, and then the M14 is a bit more of a long-range, slower-paced kind of weapon system. We're starting to get into outdoor airsofting a little bit more. Of course, with this, you know, virus that's going on right now, we can't really do too much of that, but we're hoping to soon. So this isn't like totally just like go buy a backup gun, but I think it's a great idea for a lot of airsofters, especially if you don't want your whole day to be ruined out on the field. If it's your first time airsofting and you're just going out for the first time, you don't need a backup gun. Just wait. Be patient. Be happy with what you have. You'll figure it out. You don't need 3 guns to go out for your first time. That's not what I'm saying. Hope that made some sense, and yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. We do have some airsoft gameplay coming very soon. We have access to a property as a friend of ours, and we're gonna be heading out there soon with just a couple guys. We'll keep our social distancing, you know, we won't share guns or anything like that. It'll just be a few of us, and we're just gonna go have some fun. So there actually will be some airsoft gameplay coming very, very soon. We'll see you in the next one, guys. Peace!